This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient...
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location. Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range. Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface. .3% of the dust particles are less than 500 micrometers in diameter. This unit is glad to have been of service, Inspector. The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles. That is highly likely, Inspector.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
We don't toss troublemakers out of airlocks. We just throw them over the edge.
That's a lot of containers. Is this just a distribution center, or do you think they're planning something?
You seen those workers by the orchards? Those smiles are gonna haunt my nightmares.
Hey, I think I know you. You're that inspector they hired, right?
What? Sure, all right. Wait a second. You're the adjutant for Freeway.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, due to the high level of foot traffic,
Hi there! Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, sorry about that. Feel free to have a look around, sir.
Hey, you think they keep any spare parts down here? Just wondering.
Is Fight Night still on then?
timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This brat has been in contact with multiple parasites. An excellent point, Inspector. The unique immunological subsystem found in sprats is advantageous.
Sprats are hardy little shits. Their immune system...
A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size. Based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against sublight salvage,
You're being absurd. Sprats can't earn doctorates. Don't let...
Hey there, little buddy.
Why'd Helen have to go and die in our hotel? We don't need that kind of notoriety.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the car. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you... Well, yeah. Right, so the missing cargo. everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, best I can figure, it's probably getting... As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the... Could be. Those things'll break if you so much as look at them funny. That's last time... Yeah, on the bright. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined. That's the weird part. I asked. Ugh. Yeah, probably. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a day. Then there's the most recent theft: 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder. Well, maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go... I don't know. Boskin Cannon's office is just about all... Oh, but... I wish... Hi, Inspector. happy to help.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger. There is a... For Type K9, once triggered, defensive protocol targets the... Slug automechan...
Loading. How can... Certain. Ejected. Alert. Fail. Under... The ejected data log. It also... Apology. Kill...
Here they come. This port seems real busy. I wonder if they're trying to compete with the Groundbreaker.
Inspect. Do I... what ma... hacking? But... then... Okay, that... am I... Not quite, Inspector. I lent it to Halcyon Helen. Unbelievable. As though Helen... This is a betrayal. Helen... Yes. There is, however, if I'd known... Indeed. I wish you luck with your investigation. Now...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Me?
Here they come! The brochure never mentioned anything about mosquito attacks. What other dangers are they hiding from us?
Next stop.
Closely. Of course he's got an eye. With that in mind, do you think... No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
Aha! To the lot.
Real pretty up here. Almost like they cut out a piece of Terra 2 and brought it up to the sky.
That's over.
They brought Raptidons here too. I appreciate the effort to make me feel at home, but you top rungers are fucking stupid. Nicely done.
Watch out! Get up! Nice work!
hell of a job.
We heading inside, Captain? Don't worry. I got your back.
It's where they did free-range fixer.
Opening fire!
Everyone all right?
If this is a cult, who am I kidding? It's a cult. Hold your judgment until you meet them. Some of my best friends were from Graham's camp.
Aren't you the adjutant special agent? Goodness, are we going to see some real
Timeline discrepancy.
Fruitful and productive. My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial. With that said, we offer, and of course, if any, Byzantines live lives fraught with competition, and that competition can be immensely. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity. We have a precise. Of course. Indeed, I am. I spent 10 years wandering around Halcyon. I've been While it may seem as for why this place... Oh? We may have had some terse interaction. What would you care to... I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. However, I certainly wouldn't... Why, I've been at the... In fact,
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of... Warning. ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporations. Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness. Analyzing complete. Substances include woolly cow dander remover. Prior analysis whether or not this increased if
Hello, least. If sit for hours and remember. Of course, of course. Oh, I mean, but. Come on. Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor who's. I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush. Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the prophet asked me to take over sessions for the At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day. I was here at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time, which is fine. Certain. Actually, before you go, I want to report something. I noticed the prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest. Especially because whatever she was dragging... I could... The prophet...
I hope you're not about to tell... You better not mean to tell me you've lost your contract. Wait, I don't recognize... Pardon my tomfoolery, stranger. I see I've mistaken. Might I ask what brings you to the reserve? There's a particular task that my hunter... As you may be aware, there's an ex-Rizzo's employee currently in possession of the land grant for the entire complex. This particular individual is up there in years. So?
She said I must burn away the...
Aren't you the adjutant's special agent? By concentrating on profit, I can invite wealth into my life.
I'm going to absolutely murder the next quarterly report.
Go! I can give you lobby! I just want to be your friend!
I'll show you happiness!
Great work.
The Prophet's treatments are intense. I nearly collapsed. During the last session.
You're the adjutant's favorite gun, right?
Birdie Hulk, I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
That's the last of them.
Heartless? I'm sure they're exaggerating.
I don't know what it is you're looking for, stranger, but I reckon you better get. I've had about enough of you and your ilk coming by with your searching questions and expectant looks. I know you with those void-damned hunters, and I know what you want. Well, you ain't getting it. Like you don't know. That damn group of hunters that keeps coming by and hassling me. Nobody ever visits just because they want to gab with old Cyrus. No, they either want to poach me out of my land or poach me out of my best friend. Ah, I knew it! You'd quit asking if you know what's good for you. Ha! Think me a blamed fool? I know a corporate greaser when I see one. You people only understand one thing. Carl! Now. Laws! No, no, don't hurt Kelly. I guess the grant to the land complex is yours, stranger.
Commander, you ever wonder why they put lights on our armor?
No.
Trooper.
You return. You mean you don't know the story? Due to some I seek only to have what was stolen returned. Oh, I hope there were no... A giant... I'm sure there... Rizzo's thanks you for your efforts to allow...
It doesn't matter if you're you.
About as good as any other.
No jest. Well, I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering. But I guess that's why I'm just an What? No, that's ridiculous. Though there was the time I tried to Don't I know it? Worker friend of mine ran afoul of one of the swarms and had to get new kidney. Don't worry though, mosquitoes are typically only about when living folks aren't in the orchard. I am contractually obligated to tell you that mosquitoes never get out during visiting, but when they do, the only way to get them to return is to go directly to hive control and activate emergency recall. But this is... Hold a moment. Why should weed killer affect saplings? Weed killer. It's in the name. It should kill only weed. Well, yes. Our exterminate. The reprogramming was easy until I locked my... Believe me, I know that now. But there's nothing to come clean about. Oh yes. I thought I saw someone who looked self-important. I certainly... Excuse me. Who? I suppose so. It's not... Oh. Law. My mother... Consequent... Much as I love... Don't tell... So I... I can... Happy to... Let me know if... Back it. Let me know. It's not so different. Oh. Don't tell. So much higher chance. Mother did mention that from I can... Wow.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This console is cause of short... substance.
You know you're liable. Well, maybe. I might have had a supersized cup of... Look, I know what you're thinking, but I
don't know if I believe her.
Hey, we have a lot of uniforms. How did you notice? The diagnostic normally takes hours, and that's only if humidity... I know... Wow, thank you.
I'm real proud of you.
You're back?
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing...
How's the investigation going? All right. A drink?
How many times...
Ha! New slug, please. Huh. You didn't destroy any of them? Rick?
One less expense for you to explain to your bosses, Hath.
So what were the Reckon they've got something
in your...
That seems... Well, yes.
Stop.
Talk about... Summer? Right now, we have the...
What?
Never liked paying. Thoughts, Slugboy?
I think that's the first...
Now that's... Even if I... What the... She wants to help. Use your pay.
Don't think I know you. What do you want? Yeah. Don't think I don't recognize a slug agent when I see one. Shove off.
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off now. Stand the taste of money.
Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit. Please explicate your defense into this unit's recording equipment.
My permit wasn't expired, Scrappy. My permit wasn't expired, Scrappy. You probably just scanned it wrong.
Error. Unit's permit reading equipment was updated only last week. Please tell a different lie.
Tell a different... You're a mechanical. You ain't got the foggiest idea whether I'm telling the truth or not.
Correct. Criminal.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An aberration in the expected timeline. No sign. Excellent observation, Inspector. Furthermore, these casings... High concentration of potassium chloride detect... These substances show the highest concentration near the entry, and cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma, is the most likely cause of death. Your memo, Banter Proto...
Correct. Criminal. However, Constable Keene has decreed that this unit will remain here, questioning you every minute until you submit a confession. Error. Information on recent exchange lost. Restarting conversation. Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit.
You know what? My permit was fake after all. Let me out of here.
Greetings, bureaucrat. Please. Understood. This information processed. This unit has been programmed to this purple bag. Welcome, please. Error. Unit. While potent all unit does not have how activate. Report concluded. Criminal, you should if you checking law limitation.
Just leave us alone.
wanted to make you smile.
Welcome to now. Hi again. Now. Oh, we premium. Which? You're in luck. We have. That's great. Oh, if you're looking. You're back now.
They got a hedge maze?
I've already... You can badger me all... You're welcome to... Don't play dumb with me. How many of you... Wait... Bah. Regardless, I'm sure... When... With... That... It's... Oh.
Respectfully, judging by... You're not covered in a layer of dirt. Listen, I don't know you, so I'd rather keep my admissions to a minimum without the... That says...
I'm pretty sure she's hiding something.
I take offense... Shh, not so... I am... No, Did you give me the original? What in... And not in... Indeed. Keep your... No, take the corpse, don't... I did, for presume...
Since you don't, Wow. So, the company I'm with is Glacial. Wow. Hell no. When you... Club?
Like anyone who drinks Glacial Age is gonna know the difference.
Ooh, this is dandy. All I need for my prototype is the original itself. Looks like... And... Reckon not.
Me? What could that
You are in for it now.
Smile, damn you! I just want to be your friend! That's not funny! I just want to be your friend! I just wanted to make you smile!
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis. Ground...
I can't hear you! I just want to be your friend!
Keep your voice. I'm a... Better than...
I'm sure. Then was
What do we got, Cap? This mosquito fiasco.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Great work.
know Rizzo's made a Gatling gun. Seems a mite unnecessary.
Seems a mite awesome. Give that gun directly to me.
Hello? Please. Oh, there. I will admit, I did take... It's safer. Damnation. Here's...
Hello there, stranger. Has the terror... Keep your voice down. Nope. Take the recalled space corpse.
I'm glad you're back. The sooner I gain your assistance, the sooner I can leave these miserable outdoors and return to my temperature. I'm sure you have questions. I do indeed. Specifically, I'm their general counsel. Forest Mills, if you somehow were something of... When the going gets tough, the lawyers start going. Some farther than others. I've been a junior lawyer for coming up on 20 years now. Hopefully, there will be enough legal kindling out here to fuel my firm for a while.
I was hoping that by the time you came back, I'd have a Hi there! Hey, when a body hasn't contributed to her R&D team in what feels like months, she starts to pursue any leads that... I tested into this job, same as anyone else, but there was a malfunction with the testing equipment during my final assessment. Makes me think, no matter what the scores say, it ain't What? You know about those?
Let me have a look. It's a little scratched on the neck. This'll look real good in my archives. Here's your pay. I'll be in touch if there's ever another... And if anyone ever asks...
It seems the prize I was after has mysteriously vanished.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy. The garb on this security.
Rest in peace.
Those purple-berry punch. You want a punch? We got your punch.
Hello? Did you hear me?
Aha! Next. Aha! If you... If you...
About time you arrived. Expect a complaint to You've fallen... I'd give you a stern admonition. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you? And yet you found your way. I think... Now, what shall... Do you mean to say you're not... Oh. Oh! Terribly sorry, Inspector. You know... Ask me anything at all. I might... Certainly. But how was it that Bella... How awful. I was meditating, of course. Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others. All actors have their methods. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns after. Yeah, actually, only since Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the... I'll ask you this. If you'd been the star of cinema for years, then, in short, resent... Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you... I'm an old man. I neither have the... Indeed. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? None that... Is that a jibe? How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certain. Very well. Go. Oh? Have... That, yes. Yes. I did indeed. His act, the way he... I'm quite used.
Aha! To the...
Yes? Oh. You're the inspector? Of course I did. I would... Oh. Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? Okay. I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly watching Helen's food. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with... Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. No. I understand your reluctance, but... Oh! Constable Keene has access to the security... Yes, but let's not... It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the... Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals... wanting. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though, if you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite. Thank you.
Welcome, please.
You're really showing your face around here?
Get up! Incoming, Captain! Nice one! That's a good tussle.
Aha! Aha!
You're here. I hope you have the photon proto. Just ask me anything at all. Oh? What? Well, if you must know, it's,
I've never heard of that. You sure you're talking about terror rays? Their bits tend to give folks the...
Oh, that's it. I'm firing my new... Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. Beer... Oh, well, there's... Maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a pathetic defense. As it so happens, I may not have had the... But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her. Lie is such a strong word. Terror ray glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then it would be an extended, arduous process. No, really, you must listen. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. Please think twice about telling... Tell him... My lord.
Aha!
Timeline. Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp. Scanning. No. No traces of aether dust, blood, or dimethyl sulfoxide found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours, scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt. No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body. Suspected likelihood of user correctness, 86%.
Well, I'm delighted to extend my... I'm pleased that the compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know. None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else? Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her. Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters. Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time. Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now. Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump? Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness. Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head. Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse. I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in, if her constitution was truly that weak. What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it? I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets. No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike. No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen, and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? You
Next.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true. Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you. The Needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that. What can I do? Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner. Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large. Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find? Ms. Leva's techniques have no basis in modern science, but she makes bits hand over fist. If that makes her a fraud, then she's only as fraudulent as our corporate leaders. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer? I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector? I've been I beg your pardon. There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. I expect you to deliver the name. We're done. I'm defensive, Inspector, because I'm under attack. You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. If you have no proof... Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now. Now, damn it.
Whoever the real killer is.
We should definitely go.
Aha! Oh, you want me?
Don't mess with us. This is heavenly. Think you'll have free samples.
They're so polite. Almost makes you forget they're trying to kill us all.
Ah, I see you. Now that you've seen behind the scenes, I bet you're pretty thirsty. Well, not to worry. We have every flavor of the spectrum available to delight your palate. Please note that tour guests are limited to a maximum of 3 different Rizzo's flavor samples. All beverages must be consumed on the premises. Rizzo's is not responsible for gastronomic distress, mild hallucinations, or damage to your sense of taste.
You can have my samples, Captain. I'm gonna pass on the mild hallucinations.
Hell of a job. Going silent. to make you...
I just want to be your friend! Real funny!
Giving me the chuckles,
That's
you
the
are.
last of them!
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders? Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the vaporwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
I have no regrets. I did exactly what I had to do. I'd do it again. If it means defending Halcyon's future, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host. A bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again. A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent. Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy. The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes. He was a Rizzo's employee. He belonged to Ludovico's horrible little family of grinning idiots. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them. She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot. You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Think of the...
It's a deal.
The lesser of two evils, I suppose.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close. Head through that door. There's another way out.
Taking it, Lucy?
Nice work, Inspector. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out. This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies, fat and wriggling with vital energy. You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move. See you soon, Inspector.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing... Thank you, but no. We shut down... I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites. Precisely. I see we're in your wheelhouse, Inspector. Or do you prefer Doctor? We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of Sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Piraeus spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of Sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you. You're a scientist and an inspector? You really are full of surprises. I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Used the ingredients to synthesize an antiparasitic. I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites. Are you worried I'm gonna shoot you in the back? Here. You take good care of my Needler, and it'll take good care of you. There is one other thing. While you're at Piraeus Spaceport, have a word with Cedric. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than... Best of luck, Inspector. Why, Inspector? Am I... Mind your tone, Inspector. Belinda and I shared the role of Helen, but she was also the only person who knew the real me. To the rest of the colony, I'm Halcyon Helen, but to my sister, I was just Ruth. I could be myself around Belinda, and she could be herself around me. She was my only sister, but she was also my only friend. No. Belinda enjoyed the secrecy. She could slip into the role of Halcyon Helen, attend social events on my behalf, perform a few stunts, deliver a few lines. And then, when she grew tired of all the people and all the attention, all she had to do was slip out of the role and be my sister again. She was the secret twin. She had a comfortable life in the shadows, an easier life. I made sure of that. I'm glad you can see past your earlier remarks. I am not, as you believe, a cold-blooded murderer. I was delivering retribution. Parents, naturally. An agent, a couple of directors. None of them had any reason to reveal the truth. To them, Helen was a brand. Revealing our secret meant damaging that brand. Damaging that brand meant losing money. Nobody in this colony wants to lose money. Belinda and I saw Helen as an act of theatric sleight of hand. We enjoyed the deception, the challenge. We wanted to see how far we could go. And if I hadn't underestimated Ludovico, you and I probably wouldn't be talking about Belinda in the past tense. We wouldn't be talking about her at all. It should have been me in that ballroom. Never mind that. If you've got some... I'm glad.